Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of the Fishing Teacher, and thank you very much for taking some time to check the video out. Much appreciated. Today we're going to be giving tips and advice on springtime shade fishing. How shade in the spring is critical to catching fish, especially in shallow water. Give you guys some tips and advice. I think it might help you out here. And one thing before we get started, guys, I don't know if y'all saw the intro video I did, but we're offering memberships on the Fishing Teacher YouTube channel now. And with these memberships, it's $9.99 a month. You get access to my personal email address for your fishing questions. So if you like what's going on here, if you like the content, that's a good way to support the channel. And it also gives you, if you got some fishing questions, I'll be happy to answer them with that. So I'd just like to invite everybody to do that, to join. And all you have to do to join and become a member is on the my YouTube homepage, the Fishing Teacher YouTube homepage. There's a little button that says join. You can just click that for all the info. So much appreciated, guys. Okay, guys, shade in the spring, man. Shade is critical. Well, shade is I'm not saying critical, it's a factor all year long in fishing, but specifically in the springtime of the year, it has a really big part to play as far as, how the fish use certain areas and position. Now, shade has a lot to do with the aggressiveness or where bass are located in shallow water in the springtime, because most of the time in spring, now I consider spring as sort of when that water temperature is, say, 55 to 70 degrees. When you have water temperatures in that range, which is usually, last part or pretty much first part of April to first part of May, sort of what we're in right now, most of the bass are in about less than 5 foot of water around a lot of the lakes across the country, and shade is super critical as far as positioning them. So what you have here is, like you can see right here, we're in a cove right here, just a cove off the lake. And what you have here, and you can see right here, it's shady on this side of the bank, and then over there on that side, it's sunny. So what you have is you've got shade lines that are created based upon a couple different factors. It's based upon like the tree cover up there or something like that, how tall the trees are. It's based upon how the cove or bank is positioned in relationship to the sun. And it has to do with the angle of the sun in the sky, because the shade's going to change all the time. So what you have is, like in this particular cove here, even though it all looks the same, the fish probably are going to be on this area right here on the shady side, simply because it's cover. Because when you have an area that does not have much cover on it in terms of like laydowns or docks or something like that, if you have just a bare bank, bass will use shade as cover. It's almost like an ambush point to them. So the main thing is always key on the shade, and you always have to be aware of the fact that it's always changing. It's like the shade may or may not be at the same place at 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or you're going to have different levels of shade line. So if my advice, if you guys are fishing in the springtime of the year, always fish the shade. Look for the shade, go out of your way to find it. Even if it's a small little area, guys, even if there's if there's one tree that's throwing some shade off on a sunny bank, and maybe the little shade area is like as big as the front of your boat, that can be a really key area with that. So I always look for, like I said, it's one of my biggest things to look for in spring bass fishing, and definitely will help you eliminate some water. So anyway, guys, just give it a try. Like I said, don't waste your time, fishing sunny banks too much, and unless you've got some type of cover on it. If you're fishing bare banks, stay on the shady side. You're just going to get a lot more bites. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you.